Toastmaster dheeraj. The teacher said, "Next." The tall, lanky boy stood up and said, "Teacher, I want to grow up to be the President of the United States of America." The teacher in this English school in Jakarta, Indonesia, was stunned. She took a step back. Toastmasters, this boy grew up to become the President of the United States of America. And it is none other than Barack Obama. Good evening, Toastmasters, and welcome guests.
Good evening.
Though the teacher was surprised, none of the students were, because they had heard Barack say to them that I will become the President of the United States of America all through the school years. From Barack to Dheeraj, yours truly. I work for TCS. In TCS, there is a very popular leadership training program called Trailblazer. I badly wanted to attend this training program. Last year, we all got an email to nominate us. So I quickly went to my manager and said, "Please nominate me to this training program." And promptly she did. I went back home, and when I lay in bed that night, I visualized myself in the Eagleton Golf Resort, participating in that training program, actively by asking questions and involving myself in role plays. This continued for the next 2 nights. Come Friday, when I didn't see any welcome email from the training department, I ran to the training department and checked my status. The training department manager looked up the list and said, "We had 120 nominations, Dheeraj, and only 20 could go. Sorry, better luck next time." For a reason, I thought the training manager is just joking with me. Because I had visualized myself to be in that training program no matter what. I came back home, and come Monday, I packed my bags and drove 35 kilometers to Eagleton Resorts. At the reception, the training manager encountered me. He said, "Dheeraj, what are you doing with your bags here?" I said, "You are not on the list." I said, "Venkatesh, I always visualized to be on this training program, and I badly want to attend. You have to make an exception." He said, "This is an expensive training program, Dheeraj. We've paid the trainer who's come from the US. We've paid the resort a lot of money, and we cannot go over 20. The trainer who was hearing this conversation stepped in, and he looked at me and said, "Dheeraj, you say you drove 35 kilometers to this resort without a confirmation, without a reservation from the resort, and you believe that we will make an exception?" I said, "Yes, sir." "And what makes you say that?" I said, "Sir, because I visualize all the time that I will be in your training program, and I badly want to attend." The trainer thought for a few seconds, and he said, "I like the way you are saying this, because nobody ever told me that they visualized themselves in my training program. I think Venkatesh, we could make an exception, let the boy come in." Toastmasters, this was my first tryst with visualization, and what I visualized, I materialized. There have been countless examples of ordinary and extraordinary people materializing what they visualized. Do you think Thomas Alva Edison was given a sketch of an electric bulb and then he invented the electric bulb? No, Toastmasters! He visualized himself and then came up with the electric bulb. Do you think C.V. Raman discovered that the sky is blue in color through laboratory experiments? No, Toastmasters! He visualized and then realized that the sky is blue in color, and he followed it up with experiments in the laboratory on the dispersion of light. Do you think Archimedes came up with the flotation principle in the royal court? No, Toastmasters. He did that when he was lying in his bath. Toastmasters, all the effects which you see are because of visualization. Toastmasters, we are all in different capacities here. We could be in a situation of proposing to a girl, or attending a crucial interview, making a sales presentation, or delivering a speech like how I am doing today. What is visualization after all, you might ask? Visualization is playing a videotape in your mind of what you want to do in the future. You play yourself sequence by sequence what will happen to you with color, with sound. Why is visualization important? Scientists did an experiment with athletes. They asked the athlete to visualize that he's sprinting, and they attached biomechanical devices to his body, and they noticed with the graphs that a certain pattern of firing of muscles happened when the athlete was visualizing that he was sprinting. In effect, what was happening is that the athlete was living through the experience of sprinting. So Toastmasters, when you visualize whatever you want to, you are experiencing that. And you know what is the use of an experienced person? He would have experienced it before. And when you do a thing next time, it would feel that you've already done it, man. It's not the first time I'm doing it. I have done it. So the more number of times you visualize, the more experienced you become, and you achieve goals which are materialistic, spiritual, or any higher goal you can think of. So now that you know what is visualization and what are the benefits of visualization, I will tell you how to visualize. Simple. You retire to a quiet place, meditate for a few minutes, choose a word of your liking as per your religion, and then visualize sequence by sequence what you want to do. It's as simple as that. The famous bowler Glenn McGrath of Australia always used to visualize he bowling line to Sachin, making him frustrated with his line, and then would scalp him. And he would visualize this all the time. And if you look at the record of Glenn McGrath, he always would frustrate Sachin Tendulkar like how he visualized in his dreams, and would always get his wicket no matter what. The famous book Think and Grow Rich also elucidates the same principle. It says, if you want to become a millionaire, think you are a millionaire. Behave like a millionaire. Talk like a millionaire. Subconsciously, when you start visualizing day in, day out that you are a millionaire, your actions will translate to like how a millionaire would do things. And money will start getting attracted to you, and you will become a millionaire. There was a man in the United States of America called Martin Luther King. He stood in front of his supporters in Washington, D.C. and said, I have a dream. I have a dream that a black lady will sit next to a white lady in a bus and travel. I have a dream that a white man and a black man will sit in a restaurant and have lunch together and still enjoy it. I have a dream that black children and white children will go to school and play. I have a dream that white and black people will have equal opportunities at work. With Barack Obama becoming the President of the United States of America, this dream of Martin Luther King has come true. However impossible it may seem, but that what was visualized by Martin Luther King for the entire race and for the entire nation was realized. Now is the time for your impossible dreams to be realized. Mr.